Okay. Astros. Now, first and foremost, aside from all the remorseful and lawyer-written apologies, and they, obviously they all practiced, but man, you think the owner, right? Some billionaire guy can handle himself. He'll sit up there, and he's a billionaire. He'll figure it out, like Bloomberg, right?
He is the majority shareholder of Champion Energy.
I mean, this guy is rich,
billionaire.
And I looked up his photo to try to find a picture of him frowning, so I could put it for the tweet at Petros and Money to say, Flex Alert, show starts at 2. I couldn't find a picture of this guy frowning. You know why? He's a billionaire. He's always happy. Except for today. Today he looked like a real bitch.
Our opinion is that this didn't impact the game. We had a good team. We won the World Series, and we'll leave it at that.
No.
Jim, when talking about the Yankees there, did you say you feel like this didn't impact the game? And what do you mean by that?
I didn't say it didn't impact the game.
Yeah,
our opinion is, that this didn't impact the game.
Whoa.
I didn't say it didn't impact the game.
Wait,
so that's edited to show that just 2 seconds prior to that follow-up, he said, this did not impact the game. The guy follows up with a question. So you're saying in your series against the Yankees, this didn't impact the game?
No, that's not what I said.
That's not what I said. I said this did impact the game. That's not what you said. He's talking in circles.
That's like when
Jim,
you drive and it's an
sign stealing
S.
is a distinct advantage for the hitter. So how is it that it doesn't affect competition? So then what are you guys apologizing for?
Crazy that they got Marlena Dietrich to ask a question.
We're apologizing because we broke the rules.
Okay.
But isn't sign stealing a distinct advantage for the hitter, so doesn't it automatically impact competition?
It could possibly do that. It could possibly not.
Don't do it, Jim.
Okay, guys, we're going to wrap up.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Wrap
Hey,
this
you know
up.
what? We're done. I don't know if you know this. He might be a billionaire, but he was a baseball player at Central Missouri State, and he just kind of followed into his dad's business. So we're just going to get Jim out of here, and we're going to
Don't hate on
We're going to say, hey, you're done.
Central Missouri's not SEMO, though.
Get on out of here. Get on out of here.
Why was old Dusty Baker up there for the entire time having to take questions?
Because people love
Dusty.
Dusty.
I know, but why should he have to answer for something that he was not even around for?
I'm sure the Astros insisted that he be up there to put some sort of positive on what is nothing but an overwhelming negative that all of baseball wants to see these guys wear it between the shoulder blades when baseball starts actually being played.
If one of us did something horrible and had to give an apology, we'd probably bring Vic the Brick up there and just sit him down.
Right.
And be like, wear it, Vic.
Vic, start talking. Help us out here.
It's been a quagmire for this young man. And just let Vic go into it, and just kind of let Vic wear it in the nuts while you sit up there.
Smile.
And just be like, I screwed up, but hey, how about this Vic the Brick? Don't you like Vic? Hey, we really screwed up, but look at Dusty. Look at this, guys. Look at these wristbands. Sweet toothpick.
Jim, we're done. We're done. You're out of here now.
Now, I believe it was Alex. Now that Jim has moved on from one of the most embarrassing press conferences I've ever heard, Alex Bregman comes up. Now, I believe Bregman is the guy that Vassay tweeted a photo of where he was looking all cocky going back down into the clubhouse. And Vassay was like, I'd be cocky too if I knew what was coming. And then all the Spanish-speaking Houston fans started getting after Vassay on Twitter like, Orale!
Bregman's the biggest a-hole of the bunch. Of all the dudes,
Is he?
Yeah. He's like the real, super cocky.
If I
swing
spoke
his
really
thing
good
around.
Spanish, maybe it's Altuve or Carrera. But here's the English-speaking a-hole.
I'm really sorry about the choices that were made by my team, by the organization, and by me. I've learned from this, and I hope to regain the trust of baseball fans. I would also like to thank the Astros fans for all of their support.
Y tu mama también, Vassay!
Remorseful. I am. Remorseful.
9/11.
And full of remorse.
9/11.
He was, by the way,
9/11.
If you want to watch annoying video, you can tell he is acting. Well, he's a terrible actor. But it is.
Oh, that's.
He's staring into space like, man, I've thought about it a lot.
Do you think it's like Steven Seagal when he was confessing to the priest and marked for death? Done a lot of bad things. I've tampered evidence. I've done drugs. I've slept with witnesses.
That was more convincing.
All just to get the bad guy. Well, look, overall, I think that's what bothers people about this is you can tell. I mean, none of us are stupid.
Completely disingenuous.
You can tell that these guys are super pissed off that they have to do this. They don't want to apologize. They don't feel remorseful. They're flippant, and they're angry. But here's Altuve.
The thing I have a problem with is when I read that report is that...
What? What's
I
that?
also will be brief. We had a great team meeting last night, and I want to say that the whole Astros organization and the team feel bad about what happened in
Told us to say that in the meeting.
2017.
That was great.
We especially feel remorse for the impact in our fans and the game of baseball. And our team is determined to move forward, to play with intensity, and to bring back a championship to Houston in 2020. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Altuve. How about next time just sit this one out? How about just sit it out? I, too, will be brief.
Thanks a lot, Tuvi.
Like Bregman and remorse.
We had a team meeting last night. It was great.
Remorse. And
Chris.
We win. We win.
Basically, that's what he said.
2017, we win.
Move forward with integrity.
Thank you, fans. Thank you, fans.
No, Carlos Correa is the next guy who apologizes and then gets defensive about Carlos Beltran.
The thing I have a problem with is when I read that report is that we were scared of him or we felt intimidated. We didn't feel scared of Beltran. We didn't feel intimidated. He was the nicest guy that we could ever have. He was the best teammate we've ever had. Beltran was obviously a leader of the clubhouse, but we all had a say in everything that we were doing in there. And whatever he said and whatever we were doing, we had the chance to stop it as a team. Everybody had the chance to say something, and we did it. So whoever the anonymous source is that's saying that we felt intimidated or we were too young to say something, that's just straight up bull. Beltran didn't intimidate nobody. Beltran's the nicest guy. And I know Puerto Rican people will say, oh, he's just trying to protect him, but you can talk to every single guy here that was in 2017. Beltran is an unbelievable gentleman.
Who cheats profusely.
Well, I mean, I like Royal Tenenbaum. He was a cheater. He's very likable, old Royal Tenenbaum.
He's the only guy that had any, hey, I am responsible.
Seemed like he was actually having an honest moment.
And he's the only one that people are like, hey, you know what? Good for Carlos Correa. That's all you have to do.
Yeah, just actually it's just an ounce of sincerity.
Just an
atom.
That's
a molecule of sincerity.
To say, hey, yeah, these guys want to put it on Carlos. No, we did it.
Well, let's remember that hillbilly Dodger that came out here, Josh Reddick, and wore the Speedo with the weight belt.
Real hillbilly.
Like with the wrestling belt like Graham Harrell. And he was excited to be a Dodger, though he did very little while he was here.
Terrible.
But, of course, when you know what's coming, things are a lot different for the Houston Astros. But here's him saying they don't know anybody anything. How about you shut up, you freaking redneck?
We're sorry for what we did and how it was handled and how it wasn't handled at times as well. So it's just a matter of it is what it is. It happened, and we ask for the forgiveness of everybody, and we just move on and try to move forward to 2020 and focus on winning.
Do you feel the need to reach out to friends or opponents that play for the Dodgers, these teams that you guys beat en route to that championship?
I don't think so.
What?
Don't feel like we should.
Don't feel like we should. What are you asking forgiveness for?
Then why
you haven't even
apologizing?
said you're sorry. You haven't said you're sorry. You haven't shown no responsibility for your actions. So why? What is it that you're seeking forgiveness for? If you're not willing to say you did anything wrong or feel the need to reach out to dudes like Justin Turner, who's one of the nicest guys, best guys in all of baseball, and was clearly pretty pissed about this. No need to reach out to your former teammate you went in and did a little. You got a couple what?
I'd like to put my huevos right on their eyes, dude. I don't like the way these guys are acting.
They're the worst.
They really
They
are.
made it worse.
Just don't sit here and apologize and then act like it. And then let me just read Kate's. Justin Verlander chimes in. He's an ass.
I'm there. Understood what was happening. I didn't. I wish I had said more.
Shut.
And looking back, I can't go back. I can't reverse my decision. Like I said, I wish I had said more, and I didn't. And for that, I'm sorry.
What did you say?
That's between myself and my teammates.
Shut up,
punk.
I'll leave it at that.
And I got one more for you guys that I didn't pull earlier. I just found it. Lance McCullers Jr., who was hurt, I believe, last year, but on the 2017 team. Listen to him. He was asked about whether or not this is a tainted championship, and he goes on to say, no, it's not tainted.
We know in this clubhouse what it took to win that World Series, and that was great baseball. That was great pitching. That's something that people haven't spoke about. That's winning a lot of games on the road. That's what people haven't spoke about. So we're confident in what we accomplished that season.
Yeah,
and,
whatever.
Like I said, we're here to acknowledge what happened. We're here to let everyone know that we've learned from this, and we're going to move forward as a group.
What'd you learn? The hell did you learn from it? There's nothing to learn. The reason why it is important, I think, we're just a stupid show, but for the national writers to continue to put pressure on us, it's going to come out. It's going to come out that they had buzzers and that they were getting signals on the road as well.
It's getting worse.
It is going to get worse, and when that happens,
this made it much worse, like you said.
Yeah, that's how they'll really get to the players.
Baseball screwed this up. Baseball screwed this up bad, and these players screwed up. And Tom, the farmer of oranges, makes a good point. Who knew baseball players were so galactically stupid?